Welcome to the final episode of the Coastal USA series. Today we are more or less going to finish the entire series with a cute little seafood restaurant. It'll be featuring a fish tank with some very realistic fish, an exterior that was way too expensive, and a kitchen that would be tiny even by New York City standards. This is going to be a mess. This is the build site for today. So the first step of building this place is to tear all of this down, because I actually want to make it a little smaller. So it's still a rectangle, but smaller now. So in the beginning I was going to base this build off one in like the San Francisco Bay Area. But if you didn't know, like this entire place is based off like smaller towns on the East Coast. And well, if you know like basic geography of the United States, you should know that the Bay Area is in fact not on the East Coast, but like on the complete opposite side of the country. So you know, that's the reason I couldn't base it off that building. So instead I just combined like a ton of different buildings from the East Coast. Honestly, it's been like I think it's been like 2 years I think since I last made this window design. You know, it makes use of this resized square windows and then one of these like jail cell windows, I guess. And it looks way nicer than it has any right to be for, you know, using a jail window. But if it works, I guess. Now I have a kind of special plan for the roof. My plan is to have one of those windows sticking out of the roof. You have to trust me on this, because it will look worse before it starts looking better. Is it just me, or is the frame looking a little crooked? No, it's definitely crooked. I mean, I could fix it, but I mean, at the same time, aren't all old houses a little crooked? I mean, if you see it like that, it's not that bad. So let's put on the roof now. And let's also now put a roof on this thing. I'm probably making this way harder for me than it has to with this technique. And it's probably also way more expensive than it has to be. But it's the only solution I can think of right now. So it's better than not having a roof at all. And it looks passable. I think I have to create like a trim or something around this roof. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And with that, I believe the basic structure of the house is finished. Now I do actually have a plan regarding like how to make the exterior look a bit nicer. So what I planned to do was to, you know, to use these vertical planks. And you know, I think these look way better because they give a sense of like depth. So it would look pretty nice, but at the same time, I would have to do this like all around the entire build, which doesn't sound like that fun of a time to me. But you know, I kind of started already, so you know, might as well just continue what I've started already and have it look great in the end. That's my hope, at least. I have no clue on like how it will turn out. Now this is the almost finished exterior. I'm saying almost because I only finished like half of it, but it didn't take too long. It took like 20 minutes. And honestly, now that I kind of finished the exterior, I'm feeling kind of motivated to work on all of this. So if you have been following along with this build, I'm really sorry, because I will tear up all of this road. I'm sorry. I just kind of don't really like it that much. Why do I feel like I will regret this? I imagined the road layout to be a little like this. So it's pretty much the same as before, but with this nice little curve instead of that sharp 90-degree turn. And then I have planned to put like small little planters around this corner. Honestly, that feels like a pretty big improvement already. But now it's time to do the part of the build I dread the most, the interior. Because frankly, we do not have a lot of space in here, and we, you know, have to fit a lot in here, like a kitchen and a seating area and a bathroom. I don't even think we can fit like a bathroom in here. But maybe I'm just too pessimistic. I don't know. What I do know is that I have made a huge mistake placing these planks on the walls before doing the interior. Because it turns out I can't actually connect my walls to this wall because of these things for some reason. Like you know, I can do it here. That's a bad example. But you know, if I remove the windows, But you know, if I remove that stuff, it works. But the last thing I want to do is remove all of this stuff from the walls, just to connect the inside walls. But anyways, yeah, we probably want tables on these windows so people can enjoy the nice views over the ocean. Just imagine, you know, that the ocean is there. But at the same time, I also don't want the kitchen to be right here, because that's where people walk by. That's a tricky situation. But I think we can probably sacrifice one of the windows for a kitchen right here. But on another more fun note, we finally had real snow where I live, which is honestly really fun, at least for like the first 2 days. Then it starts to get annoying. But yeah, we haven't had like real snow that stuck around for ages, and like everyone was really excited over it. Like I've seen more people build snowmen in the last 2 days than I have seen in like probably any winters before. Thank you very much. One day I came home and there was just like a 2-meter tall snowman in our street. And like they went all out. The snowman had like a fancy hat and everything. And again, I'm all here for it. There's nothing more fun than standing in front of a snowman that is somehow taller than you. I don't know why I said somehow. It's not like I'm that tall, but like how many snowmen do you know that are taller than you? Exactly, that's what I thought. But now the snow is starting to melt again, which is a little sad, I guess. But for now, I'm not going to miss it too much. I'm starting to feel like I chose a pretty bad day to record this. So I've been working away on the interior for a bit. So, you know, putting stuff on the table and putting in a whole aquarium. So yeah, this is where I left off. By the way, I made these lamps that I'm pretty proud of. They're like these cool pendants with these industrial looking like light bulbs inside of them. So that worked out pretty well. So the last thing I have to do, ignore the back, is to finish the kitchen, which shouldn't take that much time since it's extremely tiny. And honestly, I'm a little afraid that I can't really put all the appliances and stuff in here, especially because I can't really cover up the window or the door. But I think I'll just start by placing down what I actually have to put in there. So what do we need? We will need a fridge. I would like to use this one. I don't think it would fit in here. Then yeah, commercial stove, of course. Then probably a fryer. Definitely a sink, of course. Yeah, and I already see a problem with this. We can in fact fit the fridge. And then we already already have space problems. Yeah, no, this fridge is not going to work. And I spent way too much on it and now I lost a lot of money. Okay, so how about this fridge? It also does not fit, but who cares? Now it does. Okay, so this is really bad. I have no idea how we are going to fit all of this into this tiny space. So first I have to sacrifice the fryer. Okay, then I'll put this right here, so we don't block the fridge. And that's like the kind of the essentials sorted. We can access everything, the window is not blocked. The door's mostly not blocked. And maybe, honestly, maybe we can fit like an entire window right here. Never mind, that's really bad. Why? Nothing is centered with nothing back here. That's really bad. Yeah, but nobody's ever going to see this. Except you, right now. I'm sorry. As you can see by the grass color, the Valentine's Day update just released, which I guess shows you how long this video has actually been in the works. But now we just have to finish like the street furniture, so let's start doing that. The first thing I have planned is to kind of separate these tables from the rest of the promenade. So I'll just make these more or less custom planters. Actually, like the Valentine's Day update was kind of a blessing, because look at that, they've added in like so many good looking plants that I can use for these planters. But this is not where my plans actually end. So the second thing this place is lacking, besides kind of everything, are some streetlights. And the final thing I want to change in today's episode are these fences, because they feel very chonky. So I want to replace them with something a bit more elegant. And I'm going back to basic shapes for this one. Then I will just copy and paste this pillar around. And then finally I will connect them with rope. But with that being said, it's now time for the tour of the seafood restaurant. From the outside it's actually pretty cute. And, you know, I actually finished the back, more or less. On the roof we have these cute little what are they called? I'll just call them sticky outy bits, because that's what they are, basically. With these fake windows. And we have all of this outside seating with these cute planters, with those new plants. Also, I filled up all of these planters. I attempted to make these custom trees. Honestly, I'm improving if you compare them to these ones, so that's a good thing. And then for the interior, it's actually pretty cute. You know, over here we have our aquarium, and you know, I really couldn't be bothered to build any custom fish, so I just used these decals. Then the tables are actually really cute. I really like how I decorated them. Also, we have these cute lamps. Over here we have this kind of bench, and then over here we have our very tiny kitchen. It has everything we need. However, it is very cramped, so, you know. If we exit through the back door, we have some crates and barrels and boxes and stuff. I don't know, I just threw random stuff down. That kind of looked like it would fit behind the restaurant. But yeah, that's basically it. So I guess I'll see you next month or whatever.